Hey, so I'm trying to squeeze as much information into 3 minutes as I possibly can. So I want to touch base on my conversation a little bit about the lawyers and the difference that I dealt with in public lawyers and the paid lawyer that I paid for. And I want to emphasize that this is my experience. I'm not saying everybody's going to have the same experience, okay? But this is what I had to go through. The first lawyer I had, he did not want to fight for me. Honestly, from the very beginning, he was telling me to settle, even though I had all the proof I needed to disclaim 70% of what Josh's affidavit was to begin with. And shortly after I settled and shortly after everything was said and done with the court, this particular lawyer had retired. So I honestly don't know anything but to speculate that maybe he was just trying to close as many cases as possible before retiring. That's all I really have on that one. Now, the second time in court, I tried to get another public lawyer. And to be honest with you, I spoke to two different ones, and they both told me that they would not be able to help me, that they wouldn't be able to get me what I was asking for. And again, I'm not saying it's an education problem. They just couldn't do what I was asking. Maybe they had way too many clients on their table to handle what I was asking for. Like, I don't know. I didn't get any more information as to why they told me that. So at the end of the day, I did end up paying for a lawyer who I'm going to call Jordan. And I sat with him and I talked and I told him everything. And from the first time I spoke to him, it's like he understood what I was saying. It's like he got the assignments. He went on with what he needed to do. And that very day, I put a deposit down on him and secured him. And it took, I don't know, roughly like 3 months. Roughly, I really don't know how long it took. It was 2 times in court, if I remember correctly. And I had won and walked out with not having to see this man anymore. So what I was asking for was perfectly capable of being done. These other lawyers just didn't want to or couldn't. Again, I'd only be able to speculate as I didn't get an actual answer as to why they weren't able to do what I was asking. So that's what I was trying to get at when I was talking about the difference in the lawyers. I don't know if all public lawyers are like that. Maybe they will fight for you the way that you need to be fought for, but these ones definitely didn't do it for me. So if you've had a different experience with them, I would love to hear it. Tell me about your experiences in the comments. Thanks, guys.